Dos Frur.
Yes, please. I always thought for an anime franchise that's as big as One Piece, they never got too much love in the gaming industry. At least that's been my experience so far. Today I'll play some One Piece games, some new, some old, to find the good One Piece game.
The One Piece is real!
One Piece Pirate Warrior seems to be the most popular One Piece game series. The first Pirate Warriors is apparently the best-selling One Piece game. I'm playing the fourth one because it's the newest. If they made 4 entries, it must be a decent game. The best and the worst thing about this game is that it's a Warriors Musou game. It provides a predictable experience that is fun and easy to pick up, but if you don't like this type of games, you probably won't like this one either. The story mode is pretty good and gives you a quick retelling of like 70% of the story in the manga. It's fun to play all the different type of characters that vary so much in ability, style, and even in size. Surely it feels powerful to be able to slay hundreds and thousands of enemies, even though I wish the enemies did attack me at least sometimes. The camera can also be unnecessarily bad at times. Is this the best One Piece game? Overall, it's a fun game, but if this is the best One Piece game, that would be pretty disappointing. Does One Piece have any good fighting games? I feel like for a series that has been around as long as One Piece, there hasn't been too many One Piece fighting games. I didn't expect much from One Piece Burning Blood, but this game's actually pretty fun. It's a 1v1 3D fighting game where you form a team of up to 3 characters and 3 support characters. There is a decent amount of characters and many more support characters as well. Doesn't feel like a balanced game, but for me that is okay, especially for an anime game that I probably won't play against other people. I wish it had a bit more single player content though. The story mode only covers one small portion of the manga anime. If One Piece Burning Blood had a longer story mode and just a bit more in single player content, for me it would be a must play One Piece game. I remember playing this fighting game, One Piece Grand Line Adventure, when I was younger. I had fun, but was it a good game? Fun fact, this is one of those few One Piece games that was not released in Japan. It comes with some terrible English voice acting.
It's my dream, and nobody's gonna stop me! I'm gonna find One Piece!
This is probably the first One Piece game I played in the mid-2000s. I think this game came out in 2006 and the first One Piece game came out in North America around 2005. It was much harder to be an anime fan back then. What's funny to me is that One Piece was already considered a long series back then. Little did we know it would still be ongoing 20 years later. Grand Adventure is an arena-style fighting game. Since it's an old game, the game only deals with the very beginning of the anime manga. It's very basic, but it's still pretty fun. I would definitely have recommended the game back in the day, but not anymore. But hey, if you only have a PS2 or a GameCube, it's a pretty fun experience. You know, I thought an open world One Piece game would be amazing, until I played World Seeker. It's not a bad game, it tells an original story that takes place on a prison island, that also has civilian towns and villages. The island does not feel like it's from the One Piece world at all. The open world feels kinda bland, and the gameplay does not offer too much depth. It's a very repetitive experience with not too much variety in between. This open world gameplay feels like it's from a very outdated game. The game looks amazing though, and using Luffy to zip around places is pretty fun for a little bit. I don't love the game, but World Seeker is a game that I would love to see a sequel for, hopefully with better combat and world design. One Piece Unlimited World Red. Kinda like World Seeker but not open world. It's an action-adventure game with a serviceable story and gameplay. It tells an original story of this creepy-ass old man and this loan shark lady. You arrive at an island, and all things go wrong as usual in these original stories. You have a hub area that you can upgrade after finishing missions, and you teleport to missions from the hub. I like how you can switch between the characters on the fly. But the battle system doesn't seem too deep and can get monotonous real quick. The game was originally a 3DS game, and I think it would definitely play better on a handheld system. I felt like the bite-sized nature of the game made it much more enjoyable than World Seeker. One Piece Odyssey is the last game I'm going to play. Odyssey is once again an original story that takes place on a mystery island. Unlike the other One Piece games I've played so far, this is a turn-based combat Japanese role-playing game. Considering that I love JRPGs, this was a game I was hoping to be good, and it's alright. I did enjoy playing the game. The story was kinda meh, but I think most original One Piece stories in games are kinda meh. They also slow down the pacing quite a bit with many cutscenes, and I wish we spent less time in these memory area as well. What made the game okay was seeing the Straw Hats in an RPG. It's fun controlling the different characters, seeing their interactions, and using their skills during battle. Pre-time skip Robin is way better than post-time skip Robin. I would say the battle mechanics needs a bit more work. The battle system is played in a rock paper scissors kind of way between speed, technique, and power. What's weird for me is that when it's your turn, you can choose which member to use and freely switch out party members on the fly. This makes the game way too easy when the game is already designed with almost zero difficulty. Odyssey is one of those games that I want a sequel for. Give us a more polished JRPG experience. So I still think One Piece don't have any great games. All the games I played today were average at best, but not great. What other One Piece games should I try? Are there any good ones that I missed? What kind of One Piece game do you want to see in the future?